Hello, today I would like to present you this quite interesting 12-volt sandwich maker that came from a company called AllRide, and it was intended to be operated inside a regular vehicle. People who are following my channel most likely recognize that we already tested extremely similar device, but that previous model was operated from 24 volts, and 24 volts was meant for like a tracker applications, and it was problematic because 24 volts for me it is not a problem because I can use my military battery, or I can use something like this, and here we've got 24 volts lithium iron phosphate battery pack. All those devices that I presented you make sense for me because I use them in different applications, but you are not going to purchase them just to make yourself a sandwich. And most likely you would like to have something like this. And here we've got the Goal Zero Yeti 200X that got regular cigarette lighter output with 12 volt regulated output. So this is what we are going to be trying, and we are going to be checking out, can we make ourselves a sandwich while having blackout or while camping from that device. So this should be quite interesting. Since from technical point of view this is my second device, then I was called as Cucumber and I saved the packaging so we can take a look. And it came from company called AllRide, and I purchased a lot of stuff from that brand, and they are like a very mix. Sometimes I've got a good stuff, sometimes they were like bottom tier cheap Chinese quality. So I'm sure they are like purchasing a lot of equipment and just putting a sticker. And we've got the information that we've got 120 watt, and I believe it is extremely close or identical to the 24 volt system, which is quite unusual because in most cases on 24 volt system you will get more power because you can use less current and you are limited by the 10 amp on the fuse on the cigarette lighter port, which is quite interesting. They didn't have more power on the 24 volt system. So yeah, they should get us exactly the same time. On the picture you can see that absolutely beautiful toast, and we are going to be making sure that we've got exactly the same thing. Here you've got the information, we've got the sandwich toaster maker. Yes, this is how it's presenting. Here you've got the item number just in case you would be interested, and let's do our beautiful unboxing. Let's take a look what we've got inside. We've got our device and we've got the instruction manual that most likely is very self-explaining, and as you can see here we've got the item number for the 24 volt version, and now we've got the 12 volt. It is really self-explaining, but you can pause and you can take a look. Here we've got the English. Green light as before, it just means that the temp was achieved. It doesn't mean that our toast is ready. You are going to be waiting as long as you need to get a good taste. So this is how it's presenting. Here we've got something that looks exactly the same, so I'm pretty sure that for that not economic giving 2 flyers someone is going to be shot. And this is how it's presenting. We've got absolutely beautiful cigarette lighter connector. This is extremely nice. Yes, this is a good one. This is the perfect one. I love them. That's because we do not have that spring. We've got this element soldered here, and this spring is like not the element that is actually carrying current. The current is go on the static element that is soldered here, and this whole assembly is moving, as you can see. So the spring is moving assembly, not the spring is passing current. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. In my personal opinion, this wire is extremely short, so this is definitely something that is worth consideration. And it is 2 times 0.75 millimeters square, which in my personal opinion for 10 amp is not enough. Most likely that's why they go with such a short wire to get the voltage drop. This is how it's presenting. We've got the power indicator and we've got our thermal relay, our thermal switch that is going to be telling us that temp is reached and that the heating element is disconnected. As you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. It feels great. It is food safe. We've got 120 watt. We've got Birmingham, UK, absolutely beautiful. It's really hard to tell what was manufactured where, because here we've got Netherlands, here we've got UK. I've got no idea. If you can tell me, then you are welcome to. And let's reveal our absolutely beautiful brand new area for doing our sandwich. And this is what you've got. And you will be able to see the non-stick coating because it is brand new. Just take a look. The only thing I do, I wipe it down. And I think we are ready to plug it in. As you can see, I prepare our test setup. We've got this vintage iPad providing us with time. We've got our toaster and we've got the Goal Zero Yeti 200X that is fully charged. The first step, I will give a little bit of olive oil to make sure that we are not going to be sticking, or at least to help a little bit. Before the first use, I of course clean it and make it working for a moment, so we should be good to go to prepare our food. The first step, we are going to be grabbing our beautiful cigarette lighter plug and connecting it into our Goal Zero. Then we are going to be activating our output. As you can see, we've got a full power. We're hitting start and I can hear right now that we've got a fan spinning and it is a little bit annoying. We've got our red power indicator and the device is warming up. The idea is that we are going to be measuring how long it takes to go into green, and then we are going to be putting some food. So let's give it a moment. As you can see, after 8 minutes 30 seconds, we've got our green mark and I can hear that the fan stopped spinning. So we are ready to put our sandwich. So let's start with a slice of bread. Then as a cheese man, I will add a slice of cheese. Of course, it's going to be melting and I'm risking ruining my desk, but yes, for a sake of video, we are going to be doing like that. Then we've got this absolutely beautiful slice of ham. And for a cheese man, we are going to be putting another piece of cheese. And we are going to be closing it down just like that. Let's nicely squeeze it, lock it. Let's reset the time and start it again. And we are going to see how long we need to really spend to make a one sandwich. And I'm thinking that when we are going to be doing our sandwich, we are not going to be doing just one. We are going to be serving at least 2 or maybe 4 when we've got 4 people. So the time that we need to spend to make actual one sandwich is very important, more important than just waiting for the warm-up phase. And as you can see, after 15 minutes, we've got green check mark. This do not imply it's ready. That's only mean that we achieved the desired temp on the plate. But we are going to be peeking inside and taking a look. And I can hear that fan on the Goal Zero stop. So let's take a look what we've got inside. Yes, the cheese is melted. We created a big mess. So yeah, this is not good. You are not going to be subscribing for that. But yes, it is crunchy. And yes, the cheese is melted. So this is how it's presenting. I think the second one that we should do definitely with one slice of cheese, because that was clearly too much. We created mess. But yeah, this is a nice toast. This time Cheeseman is going to be extremely sad because I'm going to be using a really limited amount of cheese. So this is what I will do. We are going to be adding slice of ham. And we've got only one slice, so I'm really disappointed. But I don't want to create more mess, so let's close it down. And let's start the counter. And as you can see, we've got our green indicator. We wait for it 12 minutes. And let's take a look what we have got. And it's presenting much better than our first one. We've got a much less leakage. And yes, it starts looking really good. Just take a look at this. Nice, crisp. I think this is exactly what you would like to see. It is extremely hot. So as you can see, we managed to do our beautiful toast. And if we take a look at the Goal Zero, we can see that we've got 55%. So definitely we should get 4. And that's because our first 10% we basically lose for just warm up, so we've got some headroom. So as you can see, it is extremely hot, but you can clearly see that the cheese is nicely melted and it is basically ready for consumption. It looks and tastes exactly like in home. So let's try to pull some conclusion. First of all, do not add too much cheese because it's going to be leaking and creating mess that you will have to clean up. That's the first conclusion. Second conclusion is that it is absolutely beautiful and tasty. So having ability to do something like this in case of power outage or in field while camping is absolutely amazing. Then we can take a look at our Goal Zero. It makes absolutely beautiful job. And what is the most funny part, that I'm recharging it from solar. So from technical point of view, we are eating toast made by sun. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find that interesting. See you next time and bye bye.